Have you seen hundreds and thousands of astrology videos, articles? Have you purchased online courses from many famous astrologers? But even after doing all this, are you still confused about your Rahu? Which means, are you confused if your Rahu is good or bad in the chart? Now, I always tell people, don't interpret things in black and white. Don't just say this planet is good or bad. But in general, if is Rahu positive in the chart, or is it not helping you to become your best version? So how do you know that? So there are five quick comparisons which I will do today for a good Rahu versus a bad Rahu. All right. But don't forget always, as I say, please look at the overall chart. Just don't look at Rahu. But in case you know how to do a comprehensive analysis, then you come back to Rahu and see. And these are going to help you for every other planet also, and not just Rahu. All right. So, firstly, if you talk of influence of Rahu on ambitions and desires, so a positive Rahu will make you very ambitious. Okay, it can make you a good visionary. It can make you capable of achieving great success. It can make you very innovative, very unconventional, and it can give you a lot of name, fame, recognition, power, position, authority, especially if it is in the 10th or the 11th or in the Lagna, or if the Nakshatra Lord of Rahu is in the first, 10th, or 11th, in a good dignity, of course. On the other side, if Rahu is badly placed in the chart, then what happens is you can you may have very unhealthy ambition. It's like, you want to destroy everybody, and you want to reach to the top or something like that. It's like you will be a very crooked person basically, and your desires will not have any evidence or any substantial data backing, which means, you might have some weird notions. Okay, I think this will be successful. I think that this idea may not be successful, but it won't be backed by any market research or anything like that. You will indulge in, unethical behavior, decepting others, deception, and you will defame others. You will spread false news against others. You'll engage in dubious activities. So these are things which can come because of your lack of competence, and your lack of talent, and your lack of honesty with oneself. All right. Now, number two, impact of Rahu on mental health. So, what does a good Rahu do? A good Rahu will make your mind very sharp, intelligent. It will give you a very strategic thinking. It will give you out of the box thinking. This is the most important trait of Rahu. It can help you solve complex problems, and grasp esoteric matter in a way that you can understand very easily, and you can also explain to others. Okay, you'll be very good with technology, another blessing of Rahu. Now, on the other side, if Rahu is badly placed, it can create immense mental anxiety, fear, hallucination, delusion, illusion, and all these things. It can create paranoia. You might have irrational thoughts. You might have a very erratic behavior, which is not in your best interests. And you might have a propensity to do too much gossip, or engage yourself in too much, controversies or scandals, or you are drawn towards negativity by default. Okay, so this will also be quadrupled by the fact if you have a bad moon in the chart. So if both of them are bad, and adding to that, if both are together, then that's like that's terrible. Okay, that's the worst thing to happen. Now, number three, in terms of your social life, how can you judge if your Rahu is good or bad? So in terms of your social life, your social connections, a good Rahu will always bring success in, unconventional professions, in unconventional settings. You may be very good with foreign languages. You may be very good with, technology, or, with foreigners or people of foreign origin, foreign lands, there could be, aviation, media, politics, and, foreign affairs. Foreign affairs, especially, a very good area for a good Rahu. And it will give you the ability to influence very important people in your network circles, like very affluent people. And it can help you create a very good public image, because Rahu is all about the image, right? So if your Rahu is good, you will have a good Arudha, basically, a good aura, and people will be drawn to you somehow. Okay, and on the flip side, if Rahu is badly placed, then you may do something which will cause sudden downfall of your reputation, which it can give you a lot of unconventional ways of downfall. Okay, that's very interesting because you may indulge in a lot of unprofessional behaviors, like as I said before, like speaking lies, so nobody trusts you. People are like, this person is a liar. You always win by deceit, you betray others, or you are in trouble always. Do you know somebody who is all the time in trouble? So that person might have a bad Rahu. So a bad Rahu will give you problems in social circles. People will misunderstand you, miscalculate, mispronounce. So you will be stuck with legal issues. There'll be court cases against you. Okay, so all the crap of intersocial personal interactions, interpersonal interactions in social circles, that will come in your life, all the crap. Okay, then most important, relationships and partnerships. So if your Rahu is well placed, you can have a lot of relationships with people, with friends and members of the opposite sex. And you might have a broad-minded approach. You might not be very dogmatic. You might be very open, and this can help you form different alliances. You may have a very strong intuition about trusting people. So, for example, a good Rahu, person with a good Rahu will be able to understand very quickly if this person is a good person or not. A person with a bad Rahu will have misjudgment. Okay. So therefore, especially with foreigners or distant lands, foreign languages, you can just see them, that person, and within 5 seconds you will understand, okay, what is going on. Otherwise, a bad Rahu can create turmoil in relationships. You might cheat on your spouse, or your spouse might cheat on you. There could be misunderstandings, there could be instability, ups and downs in your relationships. Okay. And one of the classic indications of a bad Rahu is you will always get attracted to toxic people. Okay, you will get attracted to people who don't like you, people who don't appreciate you, people who don't validate you, because you are always running. Rahu is always running. It's like never ending run. So what happens when you get attracted to somebody who does not appreciate you? You always run for their appreciation, right? You always run for their validation, you always run for their praise, and you never get that. So your Rahu feels very good, but it's like playing a game which you can never win and you can never stop, right? So that's the problem with a bad Rahu. It can give you obsession towards wrong things, like uh, people who should not be there in your life. They become your first priority somehow, and then you end up calling them toxic, but forgetting that you yourself are very toxic, and that is the reason why you are attracted to toxic people. All right. And number 5, for health and well-being, this is very important. If Rahu is well placed in the chart, it can make you very robust. It can give you a lot of vitality. You can have a lot of interest in movement, sports. You will be the least lazy person. You will be very enthusiastic. You won't have major diseases. You will have you will have the strength and the appetite to digest food, and you will be open to accepting treatment from different domains. You might take help of Ayurveda if allopathy is not working. You might love to try Chinese medicine or something like that. Okay. So you might like holistic practices if Rahu is well placed. Okay. Now, on the other hand, if Rahu is badly placed, you might have addictions. Like you might be addicted to intoxication and all this. You might have psychological disorders and mental problems. And also you might have this is a classic indication of a bad Rahu. Your disease will not be diagnosed. So you will see this 90% of the times, or rather I would say 99 almost. Okay, could be even 100. Anytime you have lack of proper diagnosis, so either nobody is able to diagnose what is your disease, or nobody is able to diagnose the disease in the right way. Okay, so you get re-diagnosis again and again, and it's not working. Then Rahu is very bad in the chart. because a good Rahu will give you good diagnosis, a bad Rahu will give you, bad diagnosis. Okay. So therefore, you need to understand that a bad Rahu can give you addiction towards, unhealthy lifestyle. You are very dirty, you don't take bath, you are eating wrong things all the time, you are eating like, too much fast food or whatever. So because of that, the tamogun inside of your body is increasing, all right? And because of that, yeah, your physical, mental, psychological, intellectual, all around, you are suffering. Okay. So therefore, these are five parameters by which you can judge if you have a good Rahu or a bad Rahu. And therefore, it's very important that you actually check where your Rahu is, what Rahu is doing, and don't forget to check the overall chart and then do remedies as per required. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and comment your thoughts below and share it with somebody who wants to know if they have a good or a bad Rahu. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel also. And for consultations, my website is down below. God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you will find him for sure. And he will help you to come out of a bad Rahu. All right. Take care.